For what? To prepare the population. It is helping to prepare the population. Even those who don't know, have no idea what OMDPL is. It doesn't matter. What matters is that these people will be absorbing these light frequencies. They are absorbing this technology, not only to people, but also animals and plants. Precisely because it will help life, that humans, human beings, animals, and plants will benefit from the absorption of this technology. Why? Because the parameters of the MDPL, magnetism, density, pressure, and light that are oscillating because of the descent. From the Earth system on the modulator wave, they're going to intensify a little bit, okay? We're 80% water, right? Imagine changing density, pressure, and magnetism affects you. If you don't have preparation, this can get in the way, it can harm you, okay? And the purpose of our partners is precisely that, to try to help as many people as possible in the world, even if they know what they do not know, and also animals and plants, fauna and flora, because of the moment we are living in, and the moment that practically funny, right? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody understands. Is that right? We hear these stories often, don't we? The ascension of planet Earth to the fifth dimension, the reversal of the poles, as if the planet did this, is none of that. We are living the inversion, no. The change in the magnetic North Pole, okay, that's already going to happen. It's already moving, but it's already changing. Let's say dwarf, I'll say abrupt, but it's going to change dramatically. And people, oops, what happened is that's the transition. It's the reversal of the poles that people say it's going to happen that way. There is no South Pole, only magnetic North Pole, okay? So that's what's going on. Sanomalia was like this, a milestone for us. It will make things easier. You all go there. Observe numerous phenomena, especially here in Brazil, okay? Keep an eye out for people at home, right? You're a ghost, aren't you, folks? It's because things will get easier. We will have the opportunity to visualize, right? Let's say it's parallel realities in a much easier way. It is luminous phenomena we will also watch. It is also witness, especially here in South America, right? But in everyone else too, okay? But especially here in South America, because the anomaly is here on top of us and will exacerbate all of this. But as I already said, there is a small negative point, which is what will lower, for those down here, the anomaly. It will lower our immunity. It will lower our immunity. So we need to be very attentive, well prepared. It's with our diet, supplementation, especially lungs, okay? Then you got to get real smart again, guys. It's nothing like that exacerbated, nothing like that strong here. Oh my God, my immunity. With tranquility, it will affect our humanity a little. Just in case, nutrition, careful eating, physical exercise is not, and doubling above all. People, it's that business. It is. Our food has been sabotaged for years, okay? The power of nutrition is very precarious. We are practically eating a bucho, you know? A dough that doesn't have much nutrition, especially industrialized agricultural practices. Using a lot of pesticides is also using GMOs. That kind of blows everything away, you know? It doesn't feed anything. It's very bad, in addition to being extremely harmful, right? For our health at various levels, right? Especially pesticides. So we really have to be very careful, guys. We need dense nutrition. It's not eggs, pollen, people. Pollen is very easy here in Brazil for apiary products, right? Premium honey, pure, isn't it? And pollen, pollen, pollen. Our partner, carne de bel biluzinho, as it is known, is Tibilu told us 11 times, right? 3 more nutritious foods. First is breast milk, but we drink it, baby. It's not our mother's. The second is pollen. Imagine pollen, what we are like. Take pollen, how do we eat, right? A tablespoon, men, is not everyday. Woman can be a teaspoon, and so no longer. Because it messes with hormones, okay? Especially testosterone, huh? Men will like it, but for women, right? And they can be extremely nutritious, folks. And the third is eggs, so we can feed on these. By the way, we can include it, right? These foods in our nutrition, because we will need dense nutrition. People, all this food of ours, there is the ultra processed and the processed. So industrialized foods, people, nutrition practically cancels it out. Okay? Outside that, the food industry puts various products very deleterious there for our health. Particularly septics and preservatives are not only extremely toxic, but they also affect the limbic region of our brain, okay? That's where Tico and Tico, our Tico and Tico. Critical thinking is in this area, right? And what happens? It gives you more mental confusion, prevents you from understanding, gives you mental clarity. This is interesting because sometimes it's in conversations with our friend, right? Eddie Bell, I told him, but I asked, right, Eddie Bell? But hey, Bilou, I'm explaining, right? A certain situation, it's been a few years now, okay? I think I'm not explaining it properly. Well, people are having difficulty understanding that you give me advice. What am I doing? He said, no, you're explaining it correctly. You're right. The problem is that people still have a lot of soda. It's not junk food. It's not junk food, is it? It's ultra processed, and it's affecting the limbic region of their brain. And what happens? It makes it difficult to understand. And this is still very good for the moment we're living in, because we've been talking about this for years, guys. This moment that we are experiencing already in the negative modulating wave, where the parameters of the MDPL, magnetism, density, pressure, and light are oscillating, is causing mental confusion in us. Among other things, the Earth's electromagnetic field is weakening, and here below the anomaly is weakening even more. Like I said, it's positive. What about the downside? Immunity, yes. And our thinking is also mental confusion. If you're in a low brain activity, if you're in a high brain activity, above 30 hertz, calm down, no problem. But as most of them are below, it's complicated, it causes more mental confusion. Precisely. That's why we, our leaders, are tap dancing on the population precisely because of inertia, mental confusion, right? This low brain activity also facilitates, it's not all kinds of brainwashing, it's not all kinds of subliminal action, propaganda, this whole thing, right? Diverting people's attention makes it easier to distract. Huh? People who are there on TikTok all the time talking nonsense are not wasting much time. Instead of focusing, researching, seeking knowledge, trying to know what's happening, reflecting on the situation we're experiencing, then we stay there, right? Even shortening, right? Hours, our focus time, our focus power with very short videos, right? Quickly, huh? They are already educating the person to have 11. Very short focus.
I couldn't spend 123 hours reading a book, could I? That's it. It's all on purpose, folks.